very warm welcome in the Learjet 35A in rainy Glasgow. We're going to pick this plane up today and we're going to fly a really short flight down to Belfast. It's going to be roughly 20 minutes. Busy here. Let's get this thing ready. Take off everything we don't need here. I'll jump in the plane. I'll just brief you with the flight plan real quick. So we are leaving EGPF, which is Glasgow, going to EGAC, which is Belfast, that is over in Ireland. As I said, just 20-minute air time, block time of 50 minutes. Flight level 220 is our final level, and the block fuel for today is 1023 kilos. So that's about that. We're going to use runway 23 for the departure. We are situated in the G apron, or apron Q here, not in the Gamma apron as usual. We're going to probably use taxiway Quebec and then Golf all the way up to Alpha and Alpha 1 over here, full length, or maybe Bravo, we'll see. Taking that SID Norby 1 Hotel straight out from runway 23, a couple of waypoints to the left to Norbo, which is a transition over the sea there to Maggie, which is going to be the transition for the approach on runway 22 over in Belfast, which is supposed to be IFR on its medium VFR there. So we'll see about the weather there. So let's get the fuel set up in the plane. 1023. Fuel, that is way too much. We'll just, that's going to be completely enough. We'll load that in like so. And get the checklist going. Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight. Brief flight plan. Check fuel accordingly.
Checked.
Navigation lights on. Battery 1 and 2 on.
Set battery 1 and
Primary
2.
and secondary inverter on.
Both on.
Check DC and A key volts. Autopilot,
All
radio
good
altimeter,
there.
avionics master, emergency battery switch on.
All on.
Anti-skids and stall warning on. Hydraulic pump switch on, check pressure.
Check the pressure there.
Then off.
Coming up, we'll turn them off again.
Uncaged gyro.
Uncaged.
Fuel computer on.
They are both on.
Fuel counter press and verify.
Press and verify.
Jet pumps on.
They are on.
Standby pumps check off.
They are off.
Tank transfer switch off.
Off.
Crossflow switch check closed.
Closed.
Fuel Jetson switch off.
Off.
Set trim to take off.
Set to take off.
Power up yaw damper.
Yaw damper is powered up.
Landing gear switch check down.
It is down.
Thrust levers cut off.
Both cut off.
Parking brake set.
It's set.
Emergency air pressure check.
Not going to do that today.
Left and right, bleed air on.
They are on.
Warning light test switch test. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Perfect. Alright, let's import that flight plan from SimBrief real quick. And we'll listen to the ATIS to begin with here in Glasgow. So Norby 1 Hotel, that is all good. Glasgow, we'll just pick that ATIS frequency. Well, 129.580, and we'll listen to the ATIS like so.
Oaken at 1200, overcast at 1800, temperature 16, dew point 15, QNH 1012,
1012,
transition level 80, advise on initial
80.
contact, you have information India,
we have India,
Glasgow International Airport, information India, 1820 Zulu, arriving and departing runway 23, wind 080 at 5. Visibility 3900 meters. Rain. Broken at 400.
that is correct,
Broken at 1200. Overcast at 1800. Temperature 16. Dew point 15. QNH 1012. Transition level 80. Advise on initial contact, you have information India.
India, right. Glasgow ground, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima. With information, India request IFR clearance to Belfast, please.
(24 Alpha Lima, clear to George Best, Belfast City via the Norbo 1 Hotel departure. Initial climb 6000, squawk 5476.
Clear to Belfast via the Norbo 1 Hotel departure. Initial climb 6000, squawking 5476, November 24 Alpha Lima. 5476, altitude reporting is on, and we'll
24 Alpha
hit
Lima,
that
read that
enters.
correct.
That will be next. And ground November 24 Alpha Lima, request engine start.
(24 Alpha Lima, startup approved.
Startup is approved in November 24 Alpha Lima. Engine start checklist. Pretty busy
Engine
here
start.
in Glasgow.
Beacon light on.
Turn the beacon light on, like so.
Parking brake set. Thrust levers to idle.
Set their idle.
Cabin air off.
Camera will turn off.
Anti-ice off.
Anti-ice is off.
Start gen switch. Start at min 10%. 2 thrust levers to idle. Verify air ignition and starter engage. Lights illuminate A at 4550%. And 2 verify starter has disengages. Verify AR ignition and starter engage. Lights extinguish.
Got temp rising and 1 rotation there. Fuels rising up and T's and P's are all in the green.
Delta 154 cross, runway 1634 onto Hotel 1, then taxi first right along Fox 3, Fox 2, then Fox
Second
1,
engine.
hold short of link 1. B2 for not right,
10% and 2.
Fox 3,
Idle.
Fox 2, Fox 1, hold short of Lima, Delta 154.
Tapping up. Fuel flow. Pressure is rising and 1 rotation. That looks good to me. Check. Like so.
DC volts and amps. Check generator output.
We got output both left and right.
Pitot 1 and 2 on.
Pitot 1 and 2
taxi straight
on.
ahead now
De-icing
onto
systems
Hotel
as required.
1, then
We'll
be
go
left
on
along
there
Route 16
and there as
hold
well.
Cabin air on. Set pressurization. Engine start checklist complete.
22,000, so 24 is okay for us. Ground November 24 Alpha Lima, ready to taxi.
(24 Alpha Lima, taxi to holding point runway 23 via Quebec Golf Alpha.
Taxi holding point runway 23 via Quebec Golf and Alpha, November 24 Alpha Lima. So, Quebec Golf and Alpha, so we'll just go to Bravo, we'll line up there, that should be okay. We have tower in standby, which is all good, and we'll run the before taxi checklist. Before taxi checklist.
Mach 6 Julie Yankee on Echo 1, hold short,
taxi.
runway 34 and 28, small tail frequency now, 1 minute decimal 6, good morning.
Steer lock button. Recognition lights on.
On.
Passenger signs on. Taxi
On.
light on.
Taxi lights on.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Alright, so we'll take
Over 4 Bravo 0, look today,
left to right
210.
turn here. That is going to be tricky though. We're going to try to take a left turn here. Not being a standard procedure, we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so let's go. We'll hope not to bump into anything here. And the weather's really, really bad. Sorry, buddy.
Number 2 Golf Lima, hold short off runway 28, small tail frequency now, 1 minute decimal 6, good morning.
This is Golf, Quebec over here. We've got tower in standby, which is a good thing. Really busy here today in Glasgow. Really busy. Clear right. I want to take a left here on taxiway Golf.
Okay, 5-2 Alpha. Okay, you can taxi slowly, just remain in the contact for the time being. You will see then a Delta 767 on the stand 407 Charlie. When they're clear, continue to taxi Bravo 1, hold short link 1.
Okay, slow taxi, wait
So still going straight ahead here, then taking a left turn here over on Alpha. Now we'll just go to Bravo. And somehow steer lock just stop working on it. Sometimes that happens in the Learjet. Do the before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist.
Now on to link 2, then Fox 1 and Echo 1, hold short to
Before takeoff.
Okay, you want to link 2, Fox 1,
Flaps check takeoff.
Takeoff.
Trim check takeoff.
Takeoff.
Anti-ice is required.
They're on. Set.
Pitot heat on.
Pitot is on, left and right.
Windshield heat on.
It is on.
Shamrock 6-9, Lima traffic.
AIR ignition switch is on.
We're on.
Now.
Left and right stall warning on.
They're both on.
Yaw damper power on.
That is on.
Transponder check on and altitude.
On altitude.
Reverser switch is arm.
Both on and armed.
Set nav and alt.
Nav and alt. Set.
Strobes and landing lights on.
To go.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay,
5-3,
perfect.
good morning taxi onto Whiskey 2, then Whiskey 3, hold short of runway 1634.
Whiskey 2, Whiskey 3, then hold short 1634, right now 153.
Have a look at the SID as we taxi along here. Same time we got the departure frequency here over on the left side for us to be prepared.
577 Charlie, hold short of runway 28, mark our frequency now, 11 Malay Tesla 6 morning.
We can get handed over to tower in a bit, here over at Bravo.
Shamrock 6-6 Victor, push your boat in about 3 or 4 minutes or so. Copy. Roger.
Bravo coming up here. There it is, I won't just hold short then. Probably will be handed over. Otherwise we're going to switch ourselves. So there's a hold short line. I'll just stay here and switch over to tower. Glasgow Tower, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima, holding short, runway 23, ready for departure.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Glasgow Tower, no delay. A 319er on an 8-mile final runway 23, winds 080 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
No delay, runway 23 clear for takeoff, November 24 Alpha Lima, thanks. Okay, so all the lights on, landing lights on. We are ready, we're going to just take or make this rolling takeoff. In horrible weather, guys, but that makes it challenging. So it's going to be IFR in a bit here, complete IFR. Okay, let's go. He's up on the power.
Charlie, line up
1, runway 23 remaining. 7,200 feet.
Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. Pod rate. Gear up.
Shamrock 68 Charlie, wind 120 degrees 10.
Completely in the blind here. Heavy rain. Gotta stay at 200 knots there on that SID, which we follow
Alpha
now.
Lima, contact Glasgow departure on 119.105.
Glasgow departure 119.105 November 24 Alpha Lima, thanks, bye. Glasgow departure, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima 2000, climbing 6000. So there's no visibility at all here.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Glasgow departure, identified, climb, flight level 140.
Climb flight level 140, November 24 Alpha Lima. Like so. We've got a transition altitude of 6,000, that's where we're going to go to standard kinetic, which is 1013. Climb the checklist.
Climb.
162, passing 1,600.
Gear up.
Good day, you're identified.
Flaps up.
Flaps are up.
Reverser switches off.
Off.
Anti-ice is required.
It's getting bumpy here.
AIR ignition switch is off.
Turn them off.
Yaw damper engage.
Is engaged.
Climb power set.
Climb power set.
After 10,000 feet, passenger signs off. Landing and recognition lights off.
We'll wait a little bit.
Altimeter standard when passing transition altitude.
Done that.
Climb checklist complete.
Okay.
Radar, good afternoon. Number 40 Delta, passing altitude 3,200, climbing 4,000, tracking runway 71.
Number 40 Delta, good day, you're identified. Pass 3,000 feet, turn right to spam.
Gonna keep below 250 knots. We're doing this in the IS mode, speed mode, which is gonna keep me constant speed and pitch accordingly. We have set alt select to capture that altitude 140.
Contact Scottish Control on 121.375.
Scottish Control 121.375 November 24 Alpha Lima, so long. Scottish Control, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima, flight level 130 for 140. Wow guys, look at this. Some beautiful views here.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Scottish Control identified. Good evening, climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220 November 24 Alpha Lima. IS mode. And 220 it is, like so.
Mark 4, Papa Kilo direct, Sudex.
T's and P's in the green. It's okay. All the readings are okay. See if we can actually get the VNAV page on here. Not sure. There it is. Perfect. Taking a left turn now on the last bit of the SID to Norbo. And as you can see, there's a restriction 6,000. We're never near 6,000 because it gave us a climb before.
London 132.950.
Not going to bother about that.
543, good day.
Then it's going to be Turnsbury VR from there, and Panzo, Blocka, and Mackie, which is going to be the transition for the approach over in Belfast, which we'll have a look at in a bit.
Number 312, continue climb, flight level 330. Continuing on up to 330, camber 312.
Alright, we'll set that up now. So runway 22, we will see that we picked up the proper chart, and this is correct. As you can see, this is the ILS runway 22 approach with Mackie as a transition, and we'll have a listen to the 80s over there. Where did my charts?
24 Alpha Lima, I'll have you descending in just a minute.
My charts just disappeared. It is uncool. There they are. Okay, ATIS would be 124580. We'll set that now. 124580.
24 Alpha Lima, when you're ready to begin your descent flight level 160.
Then flight level 160, November 24 Alpha Lima. So that is a real quick climb and descent, right guys? Already on the descent there. I'll pitch it down a bit, like so. That is more than enough. And we'll try to listen to the ATIS now already.
1800, overcast at 2300. Temperature 17, dew point 16. QNH 1012. Transition level 80.
1012.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Look at Lima.
George Best Belfast City
Maggie
Airport.
transition
Information
ILS-22
Lima.
load.
1820 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 22. Wind 200 at 10. Visibility 10 kilometers. Rain. Q at 1100. Broken at 1800. Overcast at 2300. Temperature 17. Dew point 16. QNH 1012.
1012.
Transition level 80.
Lima.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Okay.
George
Lima.
Best Belfast City.
Descent checklist.
Descent. Avionics frequency set.
We've got 10810.
Anti-ice is required.
We have them on.
Windshield heat as required.
It is on.
Cabin altitude selector to field elevation. Passenger signs on. Landing and recognition lights on.
Waiting for that. Let the recognition come on.
Altimeter set local at transition level.
Wait for that.
Descent checklist complete.
Okay. So, we got approach 130855. We're not there yet. We got a radar and power online. The final course will be 216 with that runway. We'll set that.
24 Alpha Lima, descent flight level 070.
Descent flight level 070, November 24 Alpha Lima. So 70 is set. We'll set that course of 216. That is set.
24 Alpha Lima, contact Belfast approach on 130.855.
Belfast approach 130855, November 24 Alpha Lima. So, and that matches up with the chart perfectly. 130, as you can see on the left side, 855. Completely realistic. Belfast approach, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima. Descending to flight level 140.70 with information Lima. Was it Lima?
November 24 Alpha
Yes,
Lima,
it was.
Belfast approach identified. Good evening, expect the ILS runway 22 approach into Belfast.
We'll expect the ILS runway 22 approach into Belfast, November 24 Alpha Lima. So far everything perfect. We are descending through clouds soon. Descent profile is not bad, 2600. That is what we are supposed to do here on the vertical profile calculated by the VLAN page.
9749 Charlie, and which direction are you looking through?
Slow the thing up a little bit because we're going to pass 100 in a bit, so we have to be below 250. Let's brief that chart. So we are on 130855 on the virtual controller. All good so far. Slow a little bit. Final course is set 216. We have 1081 over there.
Thank you, number 2, cleared ILS approach.
Then intercept altitude 2000 at delta 6.1. It's pretty close to the runway there. That's where we have to be. We're coming from Maggie, and Maggie should be 2000 already. This altitude for us today It's going to be 212-200, the standard, and
24 Alpha Lima, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1012.
down to 6,000, QNH 1012, November 24 Alpha Lima. 6,000, QNH 1012, that is all good. And out select, don't forget. So we're getting in rain here again. Let's turn on the weather radar.
For Alpha Lima, turn right heading 230, vectors for the ILS runway 22 approach.
Right heading 230, vectors for the ILS runway 22 approach, November 24 Alpha Lima. Go to heading mode, like so. We have 230, make a right turn here. And now we can go to VLOC mode here, because we are already on vectors. So on vectors, descending 6,000, QNH is local, that is all good. We have 250 knots, that looks good to me. Don't need that now. Temperature wise, not sure where to find the temperature here, guys.
A-line 86 Delta Bravo with you now, we are 7 miles.
A-line 86 Delta Bravo. Hello, continue approach wind 200 degrees 5 knots. Okay.
So closing into 6,000 here, we have that beep and the light. And the next going to be the tower controller. So tower is going to be 122.830. 122.
Contact tower north or south now
118.830. Keep ahead of the flight so we don't get stressed. 122.830, that is correct. That is Belfast Tower. Perfect. So on vectors here, and he's vectoring us into Maggie probably, and then get us to capture that localizer for runway 22. 220 knots is a little bit, so maybe we can speed up it a bit. So back in the rain.
Thank you, November 449 Charlie. You can advise when you're clear runway 28 right. Just 28 right, hold it short to 4 Charlie.
Go 6,000 leveling off here in the clouds.
A-line 86 Delta Bravo, speed 160 or greater to 5 miles.
So what happens if we go missed? We go straight ahead to 3,000, like so. Then left turn to holding at 3,000 on. Probably here over the VR, right? Anything special there? MSA is not critical for us. Airport elevation is 15. DA we already talked about. I think we are ready. I think I am ready. See if we can do or nail this landing, hopefully.
Shamrock 960, speed 180 on up. Runway 28 right, hold the tower. 628 right, hold it short to 8 man, green tower,
Now we captured already. Not sure where he's vectoring me into here. So much rather we have to go actually over here and not so steep. Not sure what it's doing. We'll see.
Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo, thanks. Good
We'll see.
4 Lima arrival.
24 Alpha Lima, 20 miles from FF22, turn right heading 240, descend 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 22 approach, speed below 210 knots.
Out select. Turn right heading 240, descend 2000 until established on the localizer, clear the ILS runway 22 approach, 210 knots, November 24 Alpha Lima. And we're gonna even go steeper. We'll go direct Maggie. He's not going to know this because we don't want to be that close to the final approach point. 210 knots, we're going down to 2000. See there, we have out select arm, which is good, descending there to 2000. And as you can see, we're going to be right there at 2000, and we like that because we want to be at 2000 MAG-E, so that adds up. Okay, perfect. And we're cleared for the ILS runway 22 approach. Cool. And 210 knots is what it gave us. Before landing checklist. We are in IFR again, we don't see anything.
Before landing.
681, ready, descend 3000.
Reverser switch is arm. AIR ignition switch is on.
AIR ignition switch
Landing
are
lights on.
Landing lights are on.
Passenger signs on.
They're on.
Anti-skid on.
Anti-skid is on.
Flaps 8.
Flaps 8.
Landing gear down in 3 green.
Gonna wait a little bit for that.
Before landing checklist complete.
Alright. We got the glide slope already there, but we're going to descend to 2000 and then take that left turn on these waypoints here. 210 knots, that looks perfect to me.
Shamrock 681, turn left to lap 1. Left to lap 9, Shamrock 681.
Alright, November Zulu wind calm, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Still left, left,
15 miles out. Almost 2000.
960, clear to land.
Captured.
28 left, report established.
Leveling off here.
Clear established, clear left, northern.
And at this moment we are gonna activate the approach in that we hit the glide slope, and now both are armed. The localizer is armed and the glide slope is armed. So that makes sense. Localizer is on the right side. We haven't captured it yet, and the glide slope is above us.
Wind check 28, there's 11 knots from 28 left, turn land. Clear to land, 28 left, right.
Lower gear now.
Good morning, we're in here. Speed ball.
955 Kilo Victor, morning, continue number 2, wind is calm.
That's your push right now.
So you're going to capture that localizer when it comes alive, and then it's going to be our handoff to tower 122-830 in Belfast.
86 Delta Bravo, speed 180 knots or greater to maximum. 180 knots or greater to maximum. A-line 86 Delta Bravo.
Not far. Can go a little bit flatter to make it easier for the localizer to be captured by the ILS system here.
Roger 6 Lima, number 1, contact Terra 118.6.
Okay, it's captured. As you can see here, now we're just waiting for the glide slope to come alive.
Kilo Victor, Tower 118.6, bye. 118, bye.
Landing here, and we're going to probably take out on Alpha or down here, Alpha.
Shamrock 960, turn right heading 185.
1 or Alpha 2, we'll see. Is there a ground controller? No, there is not.
That's 26 Bravo, line up runway 285, wait for number 2 for departure, cross the line.
So we're captured, trying to capture that localizer in an IFR surrounding where we don't see anything, and the glide slope is not coming alive yet. Of course not, because we are not there yet. That's where we're going to
24
capture
Alpha Lima, contact Belfast Tower on 122.83.
Over to tower 12283, November 24 Alpha Lima, thanks, so long. Belfast Tower, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima on the ILS runway 22.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Belfast Tower, runway 22, winds 190 at 9er, clear to land.
Okay, 190, that should be okay. Clear to land, runway 22, November 24 Alpha Lima. soon as we hit that glide slope, we're going to go flaps 2 or 20. There, it's coming alive.
Scandinavian 3-1 Bravo, vacate Sierra 2 onto Whiskey 1, contact ground on 121 decimal feet. Sierra 2, Whiskey 1, 1218.
No visibility at all.
Bravo,
Could have a little bit of a left crosswind. Not too bad though. Waiting for that glide slope to be captured. It's going to happen in a second here as soon as this passes.
Scandinavian 3-1 Bravo, establish LS 10 right. Scandinavian 3-1 Bravo, good morning. Continue approach wind 160 degrees.
Laps 20, 6 miles out.
Scandinavian 3-1 Bravo.
There's a runway. Landing checklist.
Landing.
Scandinavian 3-1 Bravo. Mach 603, surface wind 160 degrees, 15
Landing gear.
knots, runway 10 right, clear.
Checking down in 3 green.
Down 3 greens.
Flaps. Full.
Flaps full.
Yaw damper.
Ryanair 98 Echo Papa, good morning.
Off.
Wind 150 degrees, 15 knots, runway 10 right.
Landing checklist complete.
Land 10 right, Ryanair Echo Papa.
Alright. Set that heading mode or heading straight ahead. And set 3000 with the missed approach. Like so. Now we're just gonna nail this landing.
0 Whiskey Juliet, contact ground 118. 118 Ryanair 40 Juliet, right.
So visibility at least is okay. It's a little bit rainy, but not too bad.
Shamrock 39 Alpha, continue surface wind 160 degrees, 12 knots.
Continue Shamrock 39 Alpha.
Approaching runway 22.
Perfect on the glide slope and the localizer. Good on the speed there.
Schwarzer Romeo, contact ground now 121 decimal today. 118 over 1, maybe 12 over. Tower, good morning, Runner 4 Charlie, fully established island approach runway 28 at 9 miles.
Runner 4 Charlie, good morning, continue the approach to number 1, wind 250 degrees 7 knots.
Approach 4 Charlie.
There's the wind. Oh yeah, some sheer wind there as well on the final.
Runner 4 Charlie, wind 250 degrees 8 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, Runner 4 Charlie.
Contact ground 121 decimal 9.
Hairpin landings. Steer lock on. We'll brake down here. And we'll vacate again.
24 Alpha Lima, welcome to Belfast. Taxi to General Aviation apron stand 24 via Alpha stay on this frequency.
Taxi GA, apron stand 24 by Alpha on the frequency November 2525. And the steer lock is always the same thing with this plane. It's always the same thing. So landing and taxi was crap because of the stupid steer lock. So GA is on the right side, and we'll just stay on the frequency and do this flight.
Tango Romeo, hold short runway 28 left and runway 34, there'll be 2 knots.
Fully short, Tango Romeo.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the flight. Even though the landing was horrible and the taxi in the end even worse. Because of the stupid steer lock, and it used to be, I used to be able to bind it to a key bind on joystick, so just you can hit a button and then it would activate the steer lock. That doesn't work anymore. unless you have
number 1 with 25035
the app that controls all the buttons on the new stick. So that is a pity. But other than that, I think that was a good flight. Hope you have a good evening. See you next time. Bye bye.
KLM 39 Yankee, vacate right Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, contact ground on 121 destination, right?
Right Sierra 5 and 121 destination, back here on 39.